I'm Sonia and I help people take their power back. Currently, I am not offering coaching. I don't know what that looks like going forward. I will keep you posted when I do. In this video, I wanted to talk about another update video, which I just did on Friday, and here we are having another one. It is Friday. I recorded that on the 13th and released it on the 20th. So it seems you guys just recently saw it, but I filmed it a week ahead of time. So as I said in the last video, Jax hurt his back. I don't know how he hurt his back. He just woke up and his back was hurting him, and we've had an adventure with my boo-boo and his back. So I've spoken before. I did a video way back about Jax and how he had back surgery in 2019 and twice in his life has been paralyzed from the waist down, and then came back and regained his legs. And we've been on that journey again. It was Sunday, excuse me, it was Sunday night. He woke up and was just panting, and I knew something was off, and I felt his belly, because when his back hurts, his belly gets really tight, and I was like, your back is sore. I can tell, buddy. Let's just get through the night, and then we'll try to go to the doctor in the morning. So I got him into bed, and I did some energy work on him. I cleared out his chakras for him and just set the intention that he makes it through the night and is comfortable and gets to sleep, and that we go, we'll figure it out in the morning. So the reason I want to tell you guys this story is so that, again, you can see an example of how manifestation works and how specifically what it looks like when you're taking action when you are manifesting. I know that people are like, oh, you don't have to take action to manifest and whatever. Yeah, but it didn't even occur to me not to take him to the vet. That was not even like a thought in my head that we wouldn't do that. And I wasn't going to be like, oh, well, I'm a master manifester, so I can just manifest his pain away. No. I was like, do we need to take him tonight? I don't think I need to take him tonight. So he's going to wait till the morning. I'm going to do this on him so that he can sleep. And he ended up sleeping through the night, just like I wanted him to. And the next morning, which was Monday morning, I called my vet. And they're like, we can't get him in until tomorrow at 2 o'clock. This was like 9 a.m. on Monday morning. And I was like, yeah, that's not going to work. So I called the specialty vet, but I called that vet and they were like, oh, we can get you in afternoon today, because they're like an emergency vet plus the specialty stuff. And they're like, well, we can't get you in until afternoon. No, that is not what happened. That did happen. But before that, I was like, okay, they're not answering their phone. So I know there is the closest like 24-hour vet, because I didn't want to try and like find a different vet to see if they could get him in. I'm like, let me just see what that place where it is and the number and whatever. And I had just had to call because my parents' parrot passed away, and I needed to find out where we could get him cremated, and it was on the weekend. And I was like, well, there's that emergency vet. Maybe they would know someplace. So I had just called this place, and I remember there was something about them, but I couldn't remember what it was. So I've taken Jax to this place before for a couple things years ago. One of them being the first time he hurt his back. The first time he hurt his back, I thought he had bloat, which is when their stomach flips over itself. It's emergency surgery, life or death surgery. Time is of the essence. So it's like, this is the closest place. We have to go. So he had been there before for his back. And I was like, okay, let me look that place up. And it turns out that now the place he had the surgery is now owned by different people, I guess. place I've taken him before, because it's the closest 24-hour emergency vet to where I live, is now the sister office to that location. So I called them. They're like, yeah, we can get you in. Just come in whenever. But you may want to take him to the other location just because they have like MRI and that kind of stuff. Having gone through this before with him, I'm like, we're not even going down that road. I just want to try putting him on the pills, on some anti-inflammatory and painkillers, and see how he does. So then I called the other location, and they're like, well, we can't get you in until afternoon today. So if you need to go in sooner, just go ahead and go to the one closer to you. They can get him started on stuff. And if they feel like you need to come here, then you can come later today. Cool. So my brother and I took him over there. I told him what was going on. They were like, yeah, it seems like his back. Here's some painkillers and some anti-inflammatory and a pain shot, and sent us home. And we're like, okay. So at that point, he was still walking, and he was walking pretty good. Tuesday, he started to decline. Wednesday, he had lost a lot of his mobility in his back legs. And I was like, okay, let me call the vet, my normal vet, because I was like, this anti-inflammatory doesn't sound familiar. The painkiller, I remember the painkiller, but this anti-inflammatory something's not right with it. So I called my vet. I was actually supposed to take him this Monday for just like blood work and stuff. And they were like, well, we can move that appointment from Monday to, this was last Thursday. So I was like, cool. Thursday night, we can bring him in. They're just like, he's like, he'll be fine until then. So we ended up, my brother and I took him to the vet on Thursday. He wasn't really able to walk very well. We're just like, let's see what they say, basically. And the vet's like, you guys know what it is. It's exactly what you think it is. We've been through this before. We've actually seen this vet with this before when he hadn't completely lost. I don't know if he may have seen him when he had completely lost his legs, but he's had a couple times where his back has flared up. So he's like, you guys know the drill. The thing with the anti-inflammatory is they gave him one that doesn't have steroids. And he's like, for where he was, that was fine. But now that he's getting worse, we need to put him on a anti-inflammatory with steroids. And we're like, cool. So he's like, but you can't just switch him from the one with no steroids to the one with steroids because it can cause stomach ulcers. So here is some painkillers to get him through 3 days of taking him off the one anti-inflammatory, and then we'll stop the pain medicine and put him on the other anti-inflammatory. So this was Thursday night. Thursday night we came home and he still had like a little bit movement in his legs. We gave him the painkillers. By Friday morning, he had started to have more movement in his legs. By 9 o'clock yesterday morning, because it's Saturday, 10 o'clock, he's been walking on his own ever since. Which to me is fucking nuts. Because my brother and I were like, it's going to be probably 2-3 weeks before we're going to know if the anti-inflammatory is helping him or not. And he just all of a sudden, out of nowhere, is walking again. So this has been a plot twist in my life, in his life. I wasn't expecting him to just be mobile at this point. I've been affirming, of course, imagining him barking and running around in the yard and whatever. And just knowing that he was gonna work itself out. And focusing on, I don't know why this is beneficial and why this is a good experience, going to my video I did yesterday, but focusing on that. And so far that has been true. Been spending a lot of time with him, which has given me a much needed just break. As I said a few videos ago, I feel a major shift coming. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that looks like at this moment. I'm open to it. I'm in the moment. Jax is definitely helping me be present, because now he's got all my attention. Making sure he's comfortable, making sure he has what he needs. And he does, and he's doing awesome. But again, I wanted to share that story because crazy shit, like, what is the fucking chance that the closest vet to my house is now associated with that other vet? Crazy shit happens when you just focus on things working out the way that you want them to and letting go of the rest. I literally, on the way home from the vet Thursday night, talking with my brother, it's like, we know how this goes. We've been through it before. The pills are going to work, and it's going to be 2 or 3 weeks before we know if he's going to be able to walk again or not. And not even 12 hours later, it was about 12, yeah, not, it was a little over 12 hours later, all of a sudden he's just fucking walking when he really shouldn't be able to, because the whole reason, according to the vet, that he can't walk is because of inflammation in his spine. And he's currently not taking any anti-inflammatories. So, yeah. But I wanted to also share that story as an example of taking action while you are manifesting. Yes, I was in my head telling myself everything's good, but it was also, okay, I need to call the vet. Okay, we need to take him to the vet. Okay, we're going to take him to this vet. Okay, something's weird with these pills. Maybe I should call the vet. And they were like, yeah, go ahead and bring him in. And it ended up being a good thing because he wasn't on the right medication. And now here we are. Manifestation isn't about not taking action. It's about taking the right action. And the only way that you can take the right action is by having your mindset in the right place. Jax is happy, healthy, and thriving. He can walk. He is doing amazing. This isn't an issue. It's just a little hiccup. This is a good thing. It's beneficial to everyone. And that is where we are right now. Thank you so much for watching. Love and light.